Hey there guys, it's Joey and this is a spell setup suggestion for the Witchling transformation. This is a spell grid for Psychic Awakening on Personal Transformation. The idea of a spell grid is it's between a crystal grid and spellworking. So it has a candle at the centre. You can create crystal grids this way, but for pure crystal grids I prefer to have a generator crystal at the very centre. So this crystal grid is about tapping into your psychic ability. It's about opening yourself up to your higher self so that you can determine your soul purpose. It's a really wonderful spell for transforming yourself, especially if you feel lost. If you feel like you may have lost your way a bit and you're not quite sure which direction you're supposed to take in life. I think we all have those moments where we feel a bit like blank and we go blank and we're doubting ourselves and things of that nature. And this is a wonderful spell gridding to help you really draw on your higher self that can affirm for you what you're meant to be doing, the direction you're meant to be taking. And you can do this before divination work, which is, full moon is the perfect time for divination work, amongst other things, and spell working. So we're going to start out zoomed out, and I'm going to talk about the crystals around the outside, and then we're going to zoom in a little bit. So first and foremost we have copal incense going. I've chosen copal incense because of its strong purification element. It really does purify something and purify an area out. So it's a good incense to use before you're doing work connecting to your higher self, because you don't want negative crap attacking you whilst you're trying to meditate into a higher state of consciousness, a higher vibrational energy. Okay, so around the outside, I'm going to have to use my pen. I thought I had my witchy stick, but no. Okay. So around the outside, here, and here are 4 points of Labradorite. So I'm a little bit obsessed with Labradorite, and I find it to be a highly mystical stone. A stone of purpose, a stone of the shaman, of transformation, of really connecting with who you are. It raises consciousness and helps you connect with universal energies. That's its main sort of energy that it really drives home. It also prevents any negative energies. You can't use it for negative purposes, so it really is a good protective stone for this kind of work, and therefore it's out on the outside as a shield as well. So it's helping create the purpose of the spell as well as protecting you from negative influences. And then the next 4 is Leopardite. There's an awful lot of ites in this. You will see as we go on. Now, Leopardite is a stone of transformation. It helps open up the third eye and crown chakras, which are the sort of key chakras for this work. It helps us to keep our calm in times of transformation on an emotional level, and it helps us to analyse with our sort of rational mind as well, which is a good thing to have within this sort of work, because you want to be able to keep your head about you. You don't want to become too over emotional and too stressed out while you're trying to rebalance yourself and realign yourself to your soul purpose and figure out where you want to go, who you want to be. All those things are quite big questions, and Leopardite has that really great grounding, calming effect, as well as helping you to transmute, to transform. So then we're going to zoom in a little bit. There we go. So then we have four pieces of Iolite. Iolite is known as the Twilight Stone, and I think for me that is one of the most magical times of the day. It's probably my favourite of periods of time for really connecting to spirit. It activates the third eye, as well as intuitive insight, inner knowing, shamanic ceremonies. Helps you to express your true self, free from the expectations of those around you, which is really important. And then the next four, here, 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 and here, is Charoite, Stone of Transformation. It is the soul stone that overcomes fear, inner vision, spiritual insight, coping with enormous change at a spirit level. Synthesizes the heart and crown chakras, cleansing the aura and stimulating unconditional love. Vibrational change linking us to higher realities. Helps you accept the present moment as perfect. So it helps you not only to realize who you want to be and who you are and all that energy that we are searching for in this personal transformation, but also not to look on the present with a sort of negative taint, if you like. Okay, just going to turn my pages back to what I wrote down about the next ones. Okay, so then we have four pieces of Bornite or peacock ore. Which I wrote a whole load about. Aha. Open psychic abilities. These big, beautiful chunks, by the way. If there you go. There's one at the back as well, but it's hiding. Open psychic abilities, enhancing inner knowledge, teaching us to trust the intuitive process. By assisting with visualization and creating your own reality, Bornite fosters concern for all beings in the planet, social justice and equality for all. It's a really wonderful psychic boost of a crystal. It's fantastic. Okay, and then obviously the next little four here, and then you can't really see them either side, there and there, is the Tanzanite aura quartz. Multidimensional balance, profound spiritual connection, connecting to the transmutational violet flame. Highest crown chakras, drawing cosmic energy into the physical body. Helping to dissolve emotional blockages and replacing them with unconditional love. So all the crystals are really vibrating around the same idea, the same energy. There's a large purple influence, as you may have noticed, going through the entire grid. And the candle at the centre is one of Nadia's beautiful creations, and it's Inner Knowledge, I believe. And I went for a purple. You could also go for a dark blue. The dark blue would be for your third eye, so opening your third eye and activation of that kind. And I went with purple for crown chakra, to pull down messages from the divine, as well as connecting to spirit. Most of the crystals in this crystal grid are not difficult to come by, but if you had problems with that, you could go with something very simple along the lines of quartz and amethyst. So you could create something with a similar idea and a similar intention with those two very readily, very cheaply available crystals. So, I'm not going to tell you how to then conduct the spell, but I would connect all the crystals up to the candle. I would possibly carve a symbol of transformation onto the candle, such as the third eye chakra, or the all-seeing eye, or a butterfly for transformation perhaps, and connect it all up to the candle and just basically fill it with your intent. If you wanted to say words of what you were seeking, you could do that as well. But I just want to give a general setup of a spell idea, and I really like this idea, so I thought I would share it. Many blessings.